New York City Mayor Eric Adams meeting with Border Czar Tom Homan. Listen to what the mayor had to say. Roll it.
We're not going to be a safe haven for those who commit repeated violent crimes against innocent migrants, immigrants, and longstanding New Yorkers. We will not be a safe haven for those who commit violent acts. We don't do it for those who are citizens, and we're not going to do it for those who are undocumented. We have the same desire to go after those who are committing violent acts, repeated violent acts among innocent New Yorkers and among migrants and asylum seekers.
Tom Homan, Border Czar, is with me here in New York City. Tom, welcome back. Always good to see you, sir.
Nice to see you.
Are you getting full cooperation from the New York City?
Look, I had a great meeting with him yesterday. I've been calling him out for 3 years, thinking he's not doing enough. But yesterday I sat down with a cop. The cop came out of him yesterday, a career cop, and he really wants to put public safety ahead of politics. I believe what he said yesterday. He wants to help us arrest public safety threats that are in the country illegally. He also wants to help us find, these 300,000 missing children, which many of them are going to be here in New York City. So he said he's committed. He's going to take some executive actions to overturn some of the bad policies that de Blasio put in place. He wants us to get back into Rikers Island. He wants criminals handed from his officers to us and not hit the streets again. And we left with understanding that my staff will work with his staff to work out the details, but as of yesterday, he's all in.
Are you going to persuade other mayors or states in sanctuary areas to do the same thing?
I hope so, but...
Are you meeting with other people?
Not yet, but I've gotten 2 reach outs from mayors of New York, of other cities that want to meet. And I thank Mayor Adams yesterday for doing that. Not only does he come to the table and help New York, but I'm hoping it's a domino effect. I hope by him meeting with me, other mayors will come forward and governors. 2 have reached out. Until I verify they actually want to sit down, I'm not going to say who they are, but okay. I'm hoping this starts a domino effect, because nobody, Republican, Democrat, Independent, should be against removing public safety threats out of the community. I'm not asking them to be immigration officers. I'm asking them to help me find public safety threats.
It's personal with you, isn't it?
It is. I've seen a lot of tragedy in my career.
You've seen child rape victims.
I've talked to little girls as young as 9 who were raped multiple times by criminal cartels. And when you get the experience of getting on your knees and talking to a little girl like that, and everything innocent and pure has been, ripped from her, she'll never be the same. It changes who you are. So yeah, I want this to stop. I want the deaths of these young ladies across the country that were raped and murdered, killed by people that aren't supposed to be here. I'm tired of it.
What makes so many people angry is this, what looks like the indifference of people on the left to what's going on at the border and the children coming into America. They seem indifferent.
And I'm shocked by that.
Yeah,
right?
Me too.
It's like, my dad was a cop, my grandfather was a cop, I grew up in a cop family, that any politician wants to say the people that enforce the law are the bad guys, and the ones who break the law are the victims. And I find it shocking that we got like the mayor of Chicago or Governor Pritzker says they're going to do everything they can to get in our way. And San Diego just passed a super sanctuary law where illegal aliens can be arrested for rape, and they're going to release them in the community rather than calling us. It should be a non-political issue. Every representative, elected representative, #1 responsibility is protection of communities. Why would you not want public safety threats removed from your community? Come to the table and work with me on this. I'm not asking to be immigration officers. I'm asking to be public service and protecting your community.
Am I right in saying that the building materials for the wall are literally lying on the ground, rusting, and being sold off for pennies on the dollar? What are you going to do about that?
Ever since President Trump announced my appointment, I've been on the board 3 times, which is 3 times more than Kamala Harris was that board, the previous Border Czar. And I've seen it sitting on the ground in numerous locations. Not only that, Stuart, they're selling pieces penny for the dollar to set us up for failure. Because guess what? We're not going to fail. We secured the border once, we'll do it again, but they want to make it difficult for us. And they're selling taxpayer purchase tools and products penny on the dollar. The American taxpayers should be very upset what they're doing.
You're not waiting for January the 20th. I get the impression you're starting already.
I've started already. I started the day after President Trump called me.
And what did you say? He called you and said, you want to be the Border Czar? How long did it take you to say yes?
Less than a second. I've been on this network complaining for 4 years.
You have.
How can I not go back and fix what I've been complaining about?
You have indeed. Well, what are you doing absolutely now? Not waiting until January the 20th. What's happening now? Apart from meeting with Adams and people like that.
Right now, I'm taking sanctuary cities to toll. I'm going around sanctuary cities hoping to meet with these people and say, this isn't going to be tolerated anymore. enough migrant crime in this country, enough young girls been murdered, enough, we've got 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl coming across the open border. We've got a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We got the record number of people on terrorist watch lists coming across, over 300. Under Trump, we got 13 in 4 years. So I'm saying enough. Sanctuary cities are not going to survive. President Trump's going to take action on them, hopefully remove federal funding if they don't come to the table. I
want to go back to J.B. Pritzker. He's the governor of Illinois, obviously. He is questioning your authority for mass deportations. Now, are you drawing any distinction between deporting criminal aliens and mass deportations?
No, I've made it very clear. First of all, he says I don't have authority. We'll see about that. I'm a senior advisor to the President of the United States. Now, do I have the authority to prosecute someone that impedes us or knowingly conceals an illegal alien? I'm not going to prosecute him. The U.S. Attorney will prosecute him. That's their job. But I made it very clear with Eric Adams yesterday. If you're in the country illegally, you got a problem. But we're going to be laser focused on day one out of the gate. We're talking about public safety threats and national security threats. That's our priority. And we got plenty of them to find because under this administration, Biden administration, the removal of criminal illegal aliens has decreased 74%. So not only do we got all the criminals that came across the last 4 years, we got all the ones that were here that were never targeted for arrest.
You were born for this job, weren't you?
I've done this for 34 years, and I can't wait. I come out of retirement for the second time. So then my wife asked me, when are you going to actually retire? And I'm hoping this will be the last time. Hopefully we'll fix it and finish it this time, and hopefully we'll win the support of the American people that this is the right thing to do.
Most of the country is with you. Tom Homan, a pleasure. Always have had you on the program, and especially today. Thank you very much indeed, Tom.
I appreciate it.
Hey, you're a good man.